I refuse, bro. I refuse to sell my Bitcoin. You should neither. Right now, everybody's having a hard time in life. Everybody's struggling mentally, I would say, more than anything. The world is in chaos. BRICS nations trying to dump the dollar. China is dumping bonds like crazy. We have a de-dollarization crisis. We have a fiat printing crisis. What else crisis do we have? Cost of living crisis. And through all this, I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I refuse to. Oh, it's interesting. I seen Trump the day the Fed cut rates. I shared it on my post where Trump was holding a Bitcoin. That was real. For everybody that's seen that post on my YouTube channel post. So, what if that's the future that we are headed towards? What if the future that we are headed towards is the US making Bitcoin ultimately what it's going to be ran off of? Now there's a talk of Bitcoin strategic reserve. However, what if when Michael Saylor went and talked to the Trump administration, he went to Washington, and the strategic Bitcoin reserve that's been in talk, what if it's actually going to end up that the US dumps or sells some of the gold, buys Bitcoin, and we just completely go away from the dollar? Now, there is some talk where the US wants to make, I think it's a stable coin, backed by the peg to the US dollar. I don't foresee that happening. I don't. I think that what's going to happen is the US is going to make Bitcoin currency, ultimately making Bitcoin transactable when you go to the store, making it more normalized. And this is one reason why I refuse to sell my Bitcoin, because in my opinion, this is the way that this is what we are moving towards. We tried gold before, we got off the gold standard, and I don't see us going back to the gold standard, especially how the internet, right, came around. So Bitcoin in a way is like the internet, where you watching this, wherever you are in the world, I can send you money, I can send you Bitcoin, okay? And you get it just like that. Or as opposed to gold or silver, I have to ship it to you, wherever you are in the world, right? So we are moving towards more of a digital economy, should I say. And so this is why I will not sell my Bitcoin. I don't care if I have to live in a homeless shelter. I don't care if I end up out on the street. I'm still not going to sell my Bitcoin, because it takes a lot of discipline, especially if you're, for example, middle class, or you have not a lot of income coming in. And even if you're somebody that has a lot of income coming in, the issue with selling your Bitcoin is that means you're just going to be selling it to another whale, most likely another institution, when that's your financial freedom. That's you being able to position yourself early enough before the world starts adopting it, which countries already are. And that's why this is one reason among many that I'm not going to sell it. because I want to be able to secure my financial future, and I want to be somebody that holds a lot of the 21 million that is supposed to be mined. However, with some lost and continuously being lost, should be around 17, probably less by the time the 21 million are going to be mined. But I want to have a stake in being a top holder. So I'm continuously stacking, no matter if Bitcoin goes to 90,000, Bitcoin goes to 150,000, I'm not going to sell it. And so, you know what's crazy too is that if people learn to hold it and to keep dollar cost averaging into it and not sell it, then they'll realize and see that their financial future is going to be brighter. Not financial advice, but you're not going to be left behind when the world right now is in a financial crisis. Okay, all it takes is being patient and continuously dollar cost averaging and stacking. So I want to come on and make this video and give my thoughts on this, because I love Bitcoin and you all know it on this channel. And I'm Mr. Bitcoin Maxi, and we are all Bitcoin Maxis. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.